Well, good morning, my friends. Now, here we are at that typical old job site. It's about 6:15, probably a 5 or 10 minute video, no longer than that. So I wanted to go into a couple of things that happened. Now, first and foremost, yesterday was kind of interesting, well, because, we know what happened and all that and everything else. And some people, unfortunately, had things happen to them that cost them their lives. Now, first and foremost, you guys got to know me if you've been around here long enough. I don't buy anything about, what mainstream news wants to tell me. Oh, of course they find out that it's not Antifa. Of course it is. It's just MAGA. That's all it is. It's them. And oh my God. And oh. And like I said, before I get into the video and really dig deep into it, so all you guys who might, whatever, no, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm not a Biden supporter. I'm not a real presidential supporter at all. There have only been a couple of presidents that I've ever liked. I voted across the board. My Republican president I voted for was Reagan. My Democrat president I voted for was Carter. And then I voted for an independent. I forgot when that was. I don't remember the guy's name anymore. So for all those guys who think I'm on the Trump train, well, you're wrong there. I find politics very dirty, and here's the deal. The reason why Orange Man Bad was elected was because everybody was tired of the status quo career politician that stays in until they die. They were tired of that, okay? So you're going to tell me that every single one of these races went one way. It's all that now. I don't buy it. Mail-in votes is good on a limited basis. But when you're letting everyone mail-in vote, it is easy to fake it. It is, and they were saying all the time in all these different articles how the votes were lost and this and that and do. They caught this guy doing this. But yet, even if it was only 10 votes, they didn't care because, oh no, it's not enough to really affect. But it doesn't matter. If it was 1 vote or 2 votes, then it's all bullshit and null. Okay? But now you have a solid one party everywhere, all of it. That means they can pass anything they want to pass, and it's going to pass. If they want to say that stubbing your toe is a federal offense, it'll be a federal offense. You stub your toe, off you go to prison. That's how it's going to be. Well, get this. That's how someone else started a long time ago, and I'm not going to name names or an era or any of that. Now, after we got all that done, I'm going to go on another little tangent. So this is one of the things I was thinking about as I drove here because I wanted to do a video that you guys would see and understand. PTB, or whatever you call them, their whole thing is they must tell you what's going to happen before it does. Thus, there was a movie that came out, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 months before that big event in September, about an event like that. Only they didn't really say it was until near the end of the movie and you saw this whatever and that's where it was. So you were told. Now, all this other stuff is happening. And they try to tell you, but because you're a mainstream media person and you only believe main news, you're not going to go with anything else but that. Well, they're not scientists. They're not this. They don't know that. And on and on and on and on. Well, now, so I'm going into this guy because somebody I know follows him. I follow Alex Jones. Do I believe Alex Jones is 100% correct with everything he says? No. But he does give you what they call semi-truths, so you're told. Is he a political pawn? Maybe. Is he who he says he is? Maybe not. A lot of people don't believe the Bill Hicks story yet. You can come on here. You can Google Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck will do a whole thing about him. You go to find out that they're not friends anymore because they work for Genesis Radio together, right? And they come to find out that there are times when you go to some of the old Bill Hicks videos and see him ranting and raving. He sounds just like the guy. They could have done a lot more things to him that you would make him look a little different. They're both voice people. They both have the same friend. That's kind of funny. Bill Hicks talked about orange drink. Now what's his name advertised? Orange drink. Is it him? Who knows? But one of the things he came on here and talked about was getting rid of mother, father, daughter, or whatever, and doing that. Who came out and told you that later on? Good old Nancy Pelosi came out and told you that. Oh, they're going to get rid of it. Now they go, all men and all women. See what I'm saying? He said it, but it happened. So he doesn't always tell you the 100% truth, but he gives you some of it. So that's what I wanted to come out and say. I don't 100% believe the guy, but some of the things he talks about do happen. Now on the other end, on the spectrum of John Teeter. John Teeter talked about an event just like yesterday. Political dividedness. This country now will probably be more divided than any other time. Because if you dare disagree with the people that are in now, the status quo old people, oh, you're a Trump supporter. Whether you voted for the guy or not, whether you didn't vote, you're still a Trump supporter because you don't like them. Then you get, oh, you know who coming back in a spotlight. He's not president anymore. Everybody loves him, wishes he still was. I'm like, wow, 2 terms, my man. But you're trying to seek a 3rd term by having these guys there, and you're in a little background telling them what to do. I'm not that asleep. So anyway, that was my little bitty morning rant. Will it get worse? Who knows? Who knows? But the John Teeter thing really does seem to be correct. You can go in there and say it isn't because the time frames aren't. But in reality, will there be an Olympics this year or whenever it's going to be? Probably not. Why? Coronavirus. You guessed it. Yeah, they might do it, but they might not. Everything this guy talked about has happened. They based Back to the Future on him because it was an easy way for you to see time travel and how things worked, and it was a little bit more of a comedy than real. And then there was another time movie out there called The Philadelphia Experiment. It's a really old movie. I had it at one time. It was made in the early 80s, and it talks about all this stuff and how this guy and whatever, and it more than likely might have happened. Because all they were trying to do was make this ship dematerialize. But what ended up happening was it was time jumping and went into the 80s from the 40s. Okay? There's a little bit with that too. But anyway, I'm getting ready to close this video out. But I wanted to push another video out there just so you guys could, get a little bit more content. 50 subscribers would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having 100, but you know what? Like I said, on a low end of it, it's kind of cool because I don't get out there too much. Only the people that have followed me know much about me. So you know what? That's good. I'm not out there like everybody else. Thousands of subscribers, known, this and that or whatever. I mean, if you want to share my video, hey, that's cool. You can go ahead and do it. I don't care. But anyway, my friends, I'm about ready to cut this video short. 10 minutes is all I wanted to really do. But I wanted to let you know where I stand on a lot of things. I have no political support of my side at all. I voted both spectrums. Most people that are on one side or another don't. I don't believe in a 2-party system. I wish you just voted for who you wanted to vote for. But mail-in votes are baloney, are only good for a select few, not for masses. Very easy to fake. I don't, like I said, I don't like Orange Man bad. I'm just trying to tell you, is all I'm trying to say. So with that said, my friends, I'm just about ready to cut it loose. You guys all have a really good day. Do your own research. Believe what you believe. Don't believe mainstream media, or even what I tell you. Just believe what you believe. Don't go on, oh, they said it on this, and it was this. Oh, there's no evidence it was Antifa. There isn't. Because you said it wasn't. That's all. Here's a movie for you guys to go out and rent sometime. It's an older movie called The Skulls. Kind of based on Skull and Bones. It's a little bit light. There's not a lot of real bad stuff that goes on with it. But realize how this works and what they do. And they do this shit. So anyway, my friends, peace. I'll be seeing you. And you all guys have a really good day. And I'll be seeing you.